Welcome to Virtue Vibes with Piyadigamage. Today, also I'm going to talk about a poem. It's a modern ballad. The difference between modern ballad and the traditional ballad is that in a traditional ballad, there is no writer. In a modern ballad, there is a writer. Right. So this ballad or this poem is called Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree. Long title, Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree by A. E. Housman. This is a six-stanza poem, a long poem. The writer is Alfred Edward Housman. He was an English poet, a scholar, a classical scholar. He lived from 1859 to 1936. It is about the conflict of youth. In this poem, the persona or the speaker is going to go away, or run away from the farm. The first stanza says, the following stanza, the first stanza says, farewell to barn and stack and tree, farewell to Severn shore. Terence, look your last at me, for I come home no more. Now, he is taking farewell. Now, when you take, you usually take farewell when you are leaving someplace. Say goodbye, farewell. Right? So, farewell to barn and stack and tree. So, this is unusual that he is taking farewell from his barn. The barn is a storage, a small cottage built in a farm to put the harvest. So, it's a storage. So, he is taking leave from that. He is saying goodbye to that. And stack. Stack means a large heap of harvested hay. So, he is going to take leave from the stack. And the tree. Usually in a farm you get a tree where they usually sit down under. So, he is taking leave from all the inanimate things. In the second line it says, farewell to Severn shore. Severn is a river. Maybe the river that gave water for him, for his farm needs or his physical needs. So he is taking leave from that Severn shore. So just because that he is taking leave from these inanimate objects even, we can understand that he is a very innocent young man, a farmer. Now, in the third line, he talked to a person, Terence. Terence, look your last at me, for I come home no more. So he asked Terence, Terence, look your last at me for the last time, because I will not come home anymore. But he says, I come home no more. He changes the word order. It's a technique, of course, inversion technique. So what we understand is that he is going to go away and will not come back, going for the good. Now, we are at a question here. Why is he leaving? Right? So when we come to the second, the sun burns on the half mound hill. By now, blood is dried. Throughout the poem, only the speaker, this young man speaks, the farmer speaks, Terence does not speak. So this is a monologue. Right? He says the sun burns on the half mound hill. So this gives us some clue. Now, the sunburn suggests that it is the midday, because the sun burns in the midday. And the half mound hill suggests that it is the harvesting time. Half of the hill is mound and the rest is to be mound. So, that suggests that the speaker's life is also going to be in dark for the rest of his life. And Maurice among the hay lies still, and my knife is in his side. The third line says, now we are given with another person, Maurice. Maurice among the hay lies still. Now he says to Terence, look here, Maurice is among the hay and he lies still. When do you lie still? Usually. So that suggests that Maurice is dead. Lies still suggests he is dead. The writer is not ready, or the speaker is not ready to use that threatening word, death. He is using a milder word for that as lies still. This is also technically we call it euphemism. euphemism, euphemism. Using a milder word for the word death. So we understand that Maurice is dead and he is among the hay. And the last line he says, and my knife is in his side. How did this happen? The knife cannot walk. So how did his knife go there? So this suggests that he has stabbed Maurice and killed him. So he has killed the person. He has killed Maurice. We don't know why. Now this is the characteristics of a ballad, that the curiosity is maintained throughout the poem and the story of the poem is given little by little. Now in this poem we can see that very nicely. Now when we come to the end of the second stanza, we are left out with two questions. Who is Maurice and why did he kill him? We have to find out the answer. Who is Maurice and why did this young man, this innocent young man who was innocent enough to take farewell from even inanimate objects, why did he kill Maurice? Now it is clear that he killed Maurice. And why? You have to go to the third stanza for that. In the third stanza he says, my mother thinks us long away. My mother thinks us long away. So mother is in some other place and she is thinking about them. The use of the word us suggests that there should be one more in the family. Otherwise he should have said, my mother thinks about me. He says, thinks us. So that gives the idea that there must be someone in the family, a brother or any sibling. Right. It's time to fill the amount. That is why the mother is thinking about that. She is thinking, maybe my sons are working hard these days because it is the harvesting time. These two lines are very important. The next two lines. It says, she had two sons at rising day, tonight she will be alone. She had two sons at the rising day. So if the mother had two sons, that means the speaker and his brother. Isn't it? The speaker and his brother. And the rising day is in the morning. So she had two sons in the morning. Tonight she will be alone. Why is she be alone? Why will she be alone tonight? So it gives us the understanding that Maurice, the person whom he killed, must be his brother. So mother had two sons in the morning, one is killed, one is dead, and the other is running away. That is why she will be alone. So now we understand that the speaker has killed his own brother. I mean, killing a man is totally a very dangerous thing. And killing his own brother is very dangerous. Right? So we call it fratricide, F-R-A-T, fratricide, killing his own brother. Now we are at so many questions. Now we know that Maurice is his brother. Alright. He killed Maurice. Alright. Now our problem is, why did he kill Maurice? And there should be a reason. To kill his brother, own brother, it must be a big reason, isn't it? Otherwise, how can he? So we go to the next stanza to find out this. But before that, the poet says, and here is a bloody hand to shake. So as he is leaving, he is trying to shake hands with his farmhand, his friend, Terence. So he gives his hand. Here is a bloody hand to shake. Second line, see. And, oh, man, here's a goodbye. So it suggests that the other person, Terence, was hesitating to shake hand with this man. See how the people treat him before he killed his brother and after he killed his brother. He was an innocent young man before he killed his brother, and now he is a murderer. Therefore, even his good friend will not shake hand with him. So this difference that he is in is symbolically suggested by the poet in the rhyming scheme. I didn't talk about the rhyming scheme in this poem. We can see the AB rhyming scheme is used. Even in this stanza I can say shake A, by is different, so we say tell it B. And rake is again like shake, so it is A, and I is like by, so it is B. So that AB rhyming scheme, or what we call the alternative rhyming scheme, is used here to symbolically suggest that two different situations. Before the speaker killed his brother and after he killed his brother. So in the third line is, now Terence was hesitating to shake hand with him because he's a murderer. Anybody would do. Third line says, we will set no more on sight and ray. We will sweat, S-W-A-T. We will set no more on sight and ray. So it suggests we will not work hard. Sweat is that. When you work hard only you are sweating. Perspiration. So we will set no more on scythe and rake. Scythe and rake are garden tools. Scythe is the cutting tool you use to cut the harvest. and rake is the correcting tool you use to collect the house. So we will set no more on the scythe and rake. Here we doesn't mean he and Terence. Many people think like that. Here we means, in the next line he explains that as my bloody hand and I. So these two are the we. Myself and my hand. So why does he say my bloody hand? Because he has killed a man. Blood is there, he has stabbed. So blood is there in his hand. So my bloody hands and I. So he tries to keep these bloody hands and himself separate. He is an innocent man. The bloody hands did the danger. Now I remember when I in school, sometimes when I am inquiring about any fighting between two students, the one who hit the other said, "No, sir, I didn't hit him." And I asked, "How had this happened?" "No, sir, it's my hand, not me. My hand just hit him." So same thing here, right? He doesn't like to accept that he has killed his brother. Right? Then we can understand that it is the circumstances that made him to kill. So what is this circumstance? We have to go through. I wish you stand next stanza. That is the fifth. You see, still we don't know why did he kill his own brother. In this stanza we can understand it, and it is also not directly given. It is the nature of a modern ballad. The story was not directly given. It is given hidden. So we have to interpret it. I wish you strength to bring you pride. So the speaker is wishing to who? To Terence. Wishing him pride. Why? Now he cannot be proud. He is a murderer. So he wishes his friend pride. At the same time, in the second line he says, and allow to keep you clean. So the speaker wishes his friend a love, a clean love, to keep him clean. So why does he wish Terence a clean love? Because his love is unclean. Now only we are coming to the truth. His love is unclean means there must have been some treachery there. So that is the reason why he has killed his brother. He and his brother both have loved the same girl, they did not know. So the same girl was in love with both the brothers. You see, what a terrible thing. So he recently came to know that, and he met his brother in the farm. Maybe he had asked him, "Do you love Mary?" for example. He said, "Yes." So this man had said, maybe, "No, she's my girlfriend," and they had a fight, and this speaker stabbed his brother by the knife he had. So it was the circumstances that made him a killer. The instant anger, we call it. Instant anger. I mean, it was not the thing that they should have done. They should have killed or blamed the girl for doing the treachery. But that is how the young boys are. These young boys, they do not work from their mind. They work by their heart. So what they think, what they feel as correct, they do. They don't think about the circumstances. So at that time, maybe he was in anger, so he wanted to kill this boy. And he killed him. Now only he is repenting. This is what is happening for many boys. Don't you think such things may not happen in our society? It happens. I still remember when I was in school as a teacher. One of our student, while walking home after school, had disturbed another boy from a different school, of course. Luckily, he was not killed, but stabbed because of the same reason, because of a girl. So these young boys take these foolish decisions, I should say, because they can't control their feelings. They can't think properly. So now we understand why this speaker has killed his brother. Next line he says, and I wish you luck come Lammas tide. And I wish you luck come Lammas tide. So he's wishing his friend good luck. That is on Lammas tide. Lammas tide is to come. So Lammas tide means a harvesting festival. A harvesting festival that usually falls on August 1st. At raising on the green, it will come soon, and the green is a color image and it suggests the future prosperity. How will the Terence's future will be prospered? Now, this man, the speaker, is running away from the family, he will not come back, and the next is his brother, he was killed. Now the whole property, the whole harvest is going to Terence, so he will be definitely prosper. So, now we understand what has happened here. There is 6 stanza also. Now, the story should have been end here, but the writer is writing another stanza. We see why. Long for me, the rick will wait, and long will wait the fall. Long for me, the rick will wait. Now, rick means a bundle of hay. A bundle of hay, rick. So the rick will wait for a long time because he will not come back. He is no more. He will run away, the speaker. We know that the speaker is a farmer. So he says, long for me the rick will wait because he will not come back. The second line gives us another clue. And long will wait the fold. Similarly, long will wait the fold. A fold fold means an open place in the wood where the sheep are fed. Right? There's an open place for the sheep to walk and eat what they want. So this is the place called fold. Then why will the fold be alone for a long time? That gives the clue that his brother Maurice must be a shepherd. He must have been a shepherd. The shepherd is killed, that is why the fold is going to be long. So when we come to this place, we understand that the speaker is a farmer, he had killed his brother, who is a shepherd. So this idea brings a biblical allusion to the poem. What is a biblical allusion? An idea taken from the Bible to here. So in Bible we understand there is a story about Abel and Cain. Abel and Cain were the children of Adam and Eve, the first man and the first woman. So this Abel and Cain story, Cain killed Abel. In that story, Abel is a shepherd and Cain is a farmer. So Cain killed Abel. So same thing happens here. So that Bible story has been taken here in a different manner, just to give the idea. And the last two lines says, and long will stand the empty plate and dinner will be gone. So there are at their home, the plate will be empty because he is not there to eat. His son is also not there to eat, and mother will not eat definitely because he has lost both the sons. How can she eat? So the dinner will be cold. So that emptiness at the end, hold on us, the emptiness at the end, the tragic note at the end. I suggest that he is repenting, but now it is useless to repent. He should have thought this before. This is what is happening to our young people also. So please think twice before you do something. That is the moral I can give you here. Think twice or maybe thrice before you do something. Think about all the possibilities, right? Otherwise, definitely you will be in trouble if you act by heart. So don't act by heart, act by mind. So it's another interesting poem. Thank you very much. We shall come to you with another poem next day.